Once upon a time, there was a farmer who had great wealth and herds of animals. This farmer was married and had children. God also gave him the ability to understand the language of birds and animals. This farmer's house was on fertile land by the river, and there was a donkey and an ox on his farm. One day, the ox came to the stable where the donkey was. He found it swept and watered. There was finely threshed barley and sifted straw in the manger. The donkey was lying on his side, for the farmer uses it occasionally for a short excursion when necessary. Afterwards, the donkey would immediately return to the barn and make himself comfortable. "That day," the farmer said to the ox and donkey, "eat your feed as you please. Good health, good luck, and easy digestion. While you are resting, I am dying of exhaustion. You eat blended barley, they bring it to you, and although sometimes the master rides on you, he quickly brings you back. As for me, I'm only good for plowing and scheming," he heard him say. The donkey said to him, "While they take you out to the field and put the yoke around your neck, throw yourself on the ground and never stand up. When they take you to the barn, don't touch the broad beans they give you to eat, as if you were sick. Restrict yourself from eating and drinking for 1, 2, or even 3 days. This way, you will get rid of fatigue and working." However, their owners were there listening to their conversations. When the man in charge of the stable came and approached the ox to feed him, he saw that it ate very little, and when he wanted to run to the couple the next morning, he found him in bad mood. Then the farmer approached and said, "Take the donkey and run it instead of an ox all day long," said. Instead of an ox, he used a donkey to work and made it work all day. When the donkey returned to the barn at the end of the day, the ox thanked him for his kindness and for resting all day. The donkey never responded and felt great regret for what he had done. The next day, the plow driver came and took the donkey and made it work again until sunset. The donkey arrived with his neck stripped and exhausted. When the ox saw him in this situation, he enthusiastically began to express his gratitude to him and honor him with praise. The donkey then said to him, "I was so comfortable the days before. I kept getting my share of comfort." Then he added, "However, I find it useful to give you some good advice. I heard our prophet saying to the servants, 'If the ox does not move tomorrow, give it to the town, cut it off and make a tablecloth from its skin.' I was afraid for you. I was worried about your health." When the ox heard these words of the donkey, he thanked him and said, "I will go with them tomorrow and work hard," and immediately ate all the food and even licked the bottom of the food bowl with his tongue. All this happened, and the owners heard these words. The next day, at sunrise, the farmer went to the barn where the oxen and cows were. He sat and watched. After a while, the approach came and took the ox out. When the ox saw its master, it started wagging its tail, farting noisily, and running wildly in all directions.